Hey guys, Mark Shankman, your motivation dealer here, and today we're on our morning commute again and shooting this quick video. Today I wanted to talk about the fact that life is hard. When you finally accept that life is difficult, then you're more capable of handling it. So I just wanted to share a little story with you guys just to show you. I'm just going to adjust the camera here. Just to show you that, everybody has life's challenges. Everybody, has things that they have to deal with. Hey, Harold, good to see you, buddy. Let me get this out of the way. I don't see Melody on here, but Melody, if you show up, I want to give you a big shout out because I know every time Melody gets on, for some reason, I miss her. So, hey, George, good to see you, buddy. So I just wanted to share this story. Many of you know, if you've been following me, you know that my son has been having a hard time with some psychiatric issues, and was in the hospital last week, and had a rough end of I was in the hospital a week prior, and last week had kind of a rough ending to the week. And so we went out to dinner, and I took the whole family out, and on our way home we got back to the house, and I see a car outside my driveway, and I see someone kind of scoping out my house, and I realized pretty quickly that it was a police officer. And I'm like, I wonder what's going on. So I went up to the officer and said, and she asked me if I lived here. I said yes. And bottom line is, my son, who's been having a hard time, had texted one of his friends that if he didn't see him in school, you would know why, basically implying he might hurt himself. So needless to say, his friend was concerned, his friend's mom was concerned, and which was nice, and I certainly appreciated them trying to check in with me. They were trying to desperately get my phone number, weren't able to accomplish that, and call the police just to make sure he was okay. And ultimately he was, and I don't think he really intended anything by it, but you got to take that stuff seriously. So anyway, I could be on here right now and boo-hooing about how hard my life is, and how life's challenges are unfair. Life is unfair, and life is unfair. You've got to just accept that that's the way it is. Life is going to throw you curveballs all the time, and you just do the best you can to get through those. But one of the things that I routinely tell my son that I think is a valuable point for everybody on here right now is that, stuff happens to us in life, and my son, only being 12, has been through way more than any 12-year-old boy should ever have to be through. Lots of turmoil, lots of abuse, lots of different stuff. And I tell him all the time that you can choose to have that define you. You can choose to accept my camera's moving all over the joint. You can accept that that's just the way life is, and use that as a crutch for the rest of your life, for why things don't work out for you and why life is just not fair to you. Hey, Gina. Or you can choose to use that as motivation to overcome. You can use that as a driving factor to better yourself and to overcome those things and become a better person and help others. And that's what I try to routinely kind of pound into his mindset, is pound mentally, emotionally, not physically, okay? But I routinely try to get that into his head that, life has been unfair to you. You've been through more than most kids should have to be through, but that's just something you've got to deal with, and you can either use that as an excuse and a reason why you don't become successful or why you don't lead a happy, healthy life, or you can choose to overcome that, and you can say, despite the odds, despite those things, look what I've managed to do. Look what I've managed to become. Look how happy I've managed to be in my life. Look how I've made meaningful relationships. Look how I've become successful in business. Look how, emotionally stable I've become, given, what the hand that I've been dealt. And so that's really what I want you guys to focus on, is you have more strength. You have more control. You have more greatness in you than you ever thought possible. You have more ability to handle things than you ever thought possible, you know. And certainly my life hasn't been real easy as of late, but you know, that's not a reason to throw in the towel. That's not a reason to give up on positive thinking. That's not a reason to give up on my business. It's not a reason to stop making videos. You know, again, you can use those things as excuses. And I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna come right out with it. One of the things that I learned in my oral surgery residency, that was a great quote. Hey, look, excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one. All right. So the bottom line is, you know, you can make excuses all day long, or you can do something about it. You know, if you don't like your life right now, change it. You have the ability to change it. If you don't like your job, change it. If you don't like your body, change it. It's just a matter of making a decision, like a serious decision, not just, hey, I think I'd like to do this. You know, it's about making a true life-changing decision where you have no choice but to do what it is that you're planning to do. You've burned the bridges, so to speak. You have there's no plan B. Where when you make that decision to absolutely transform some part of your life, and you have no alternative but to do it, you'll not believe the changes you are capable of. You will not believe the heights that you're able to achieve. You will not believe the amount of success that you can see, or the relationships you can build. These are the truly powerful things that just simply require a decision to not woe is me, a decision to not let life make excuses for you. It's all about taking control, controlling your thoughts, controlling your life. You don't like something, change it. Get off your ass and do something positive to change whatever it is that you don't like in your life. So I'm just about at work here, and I hope you got some value out of this. I hope my morning commute videos inspire and motivate you. And go out, do something great today. Go out and change something about yourself that you don't like, and take the first step. Take some action, and you know, change your life. So good seeing you guys. Thanks everybody for joining me. George, Gina, Harold, appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Take care.